G'day Briggsy.
Paulie.
Sunny Coast Radiology AFL Junior Final Series starts this Sunday. You beauty! Mate, it's just all go.
What's going on?
We are going to expect some great games this Sunday.
Fantastic.
Have you had a bit of a look at the card?
I've had a bit of a squiz and it's looking pretty good. Pretty excited.
Rightio, where are the venues this Sunday?
We've got first up Gympie, working our way down south to Pomona and then off to Noosa.
Gee whiz, the top end of the coast is catered for.
They're taking care of a lot of things out there, yeah.
They are. So Gympie Town on Sunday, we see some cracking games of football to be played. We're after the under-14s Div 2 game. We'll start the day off at 9 o'clock, Bribie Island versus Kawana Park.
Yep.
Anything you'd like to report on that game?
Mate, I think it should be close. I mean, they've got a lot to play for because it is a bit of a knockout game, so, you know, do or die for them this weekend.
It is very true. Those words of wisdom are fantastic. And to date, I think both those teams have played some very close games.
True.
Second game on the card up there is, again, a first semi-final, 14s Div 1, Maroochy Gold versus Gympie.
Yep.
The homeboys.
Well, Gympie, they've got a bit of pride at stake at home, I think, so they want to, you know...
Rely a fair bit on a couple of kids, Joel Perry Warren, Kimber, Rory Lahane, a few of those kids. Need to come out and bat well.
Yep, absolutely.
Excellent. I'm liking your words, Briggsy. And then we go into a couple of 16s games. We've got the Nambour and Hinterland versus Maroochydore, first semi-final. Second semi-final, I think it is, Briggsy,
That's
actually.
Correct, yep.
So the winner there
goes through
the GF in a couple of weeks' time.
Have a bit of a rest. Yep.
Have a week off. Always handy the week off.
Oh, absolutely. Mind you, sometimes people do think, you know, the week may hinder, but I reckon it's always good this time of year. Get a bit sore and tired.
It's all happening here. So you think that most of the coaches will be pretty keen to go straight in the grand final out of the second semis this weekend, have that week off?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's always the way to go.
You're assured of being there then, aren't you, on that last day in the season?
Guaranteed. But I think looking forward to the next game, the Maroochy Caloundra 1v2 and the 16s 1. That should be another doozy.
That is going to be an absolute cracker, and if I can just remind you of the season to date at that level, mate. Round 1 we saw Maroochydore 82 to Caloundra 69. And from memory, I think Caloundra started very well. Maroochydore came over the top. Round 6, we saw Caloundra 10-7-67 have a win over Maroochydore 6-12-48. So another close-ish game.
Yep.
Round 11, we saw Maroochydore 13-14-92. Lots of shots on goal over Caloundra 11-5-71. So a 21-point win that day to Maroochydore. And then only 2 weeks ago, Briggsy, down here at Fisherman's Road, tucked on the back oval, we saw Caloundra at about the halfway mark through the second quarter have about a 3-goal lead, and Maroochydore come over the top of them with a 10-15-75 scoreline to 8-11-59. So both teams having big shots on goal. So over the course of those 4 games, we've seen 13, 19, 21, 16-point margins. So around that 3-goal mark. So I expect this game to be well and truly fought out till the end.
Yep.
In what is 2 standout sides over the course of the season. For Maroochydore, Brad Eilert, Blake Kennedy and Harrison Kerr have been fantastic. And players to watch down at Caloundra are Frenchie, Francis, Warren and Headley. So well worth the $2 admission up there. Then down the track to Pomona, Briggsy. What do we got playing down there, mate?
Well, Pomona have got the 12s to start off with up there. So first game, another one straight into the grand final. The next one's a knockout game. So fair bit there. Maroochydore featuring, well, 3 teams in those 2 games. So good luck to them.
Yeah, big day at the office there for the under-12 Maroochydore teams. Then Coolum Beach and Glasshouse in the 16s Div 2. Glasshouse struggling with numbers over the course of the season, but they'll fight it out, led by Nathan McComb, and no doubt Coolum Beach pretty strong. Pomona v Coolum Beach will round out that day in the 14s Div 2. So plenty of action there. Then we're down to Noosa, mate, and there's a cracker of a game to be played there.
Absolutely.
What would that be?
Well, I'd have to say it'd be the youth girls.
Grand final.
Absolutely.
Between
Yeah, between where we got there, Kawana and Noosa.
Kawana Park and Noosa.
Kawana Park and Noosa. So I've umpired a few of the girls' games this year. Had an absolute ball with the girls out there. I think the skills have come along really well this year. So I think the grand final is just going to be the cherry on top there.
And we talked about this on TV Sunny Coast yesterday, so you could drift over there to the Facebook page and get all the story there. And finally, to wrap up the day there at Noosa, we've got the Noosa v Bribie Island 16s Div 1, and it is basically an elimination semi-final.
Yep.
It'll be hotly contested, mate.
Well, I'm sure the Bribie boys there wouldn't mind if the sprinklers came on at 3/4 time, no doubt.
Bit of reflection there on a game earlier in the season.
Absolutely.
It was a cracker too, wasn't it? But in that 16s Div 1 game, Noosa v Bribie Island, a couple of players to watch there, and Natwar Patel, he's been recruited, he's been brought back from overseas to play for the Tigers this year. Jed Brain, Michael Jednak, strong. Mark Braithwaite, also a big, strong lad. So 3 or 4 players there. And down at Bribie Island, they really do have a good lineup. You got Fraser Jones, who always keeps trying, Jacob Reeks, Cameron Darbin, Max Clout, and of course Liam Tozer. So full of energy, full of runs. So all in all, mate, we should have some cracking football in those, what is there, 13 games to be played on Sunday.
Absolutely. Yeah, I reckon it'll be a great weekend. This is the time of the year I really enjoy, the finals times.
It is. And don't forget, $2 entry fee for all adults. That'll help the clubs that are hosting the finals put these finals on. So $2, no arguments, and seriously, 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock at most of those venues for $2. What a day out.
It's a bargain. It's a bargain. And look at the beautiful sunshine. Finally.
Hasn't it turned
Finally
it
he's come through. So, really,
excellent. And to all the volunteers, thank you very much. Finals action this weekend. Looking forward to it.
Bring it on, yeah!